Sri KJ Alphons, 5 minutes.
So I strongly support this bill. So for thousands of years, India has given the most profound philosophy to the world which says, Vasudeva Kudumbakam. We gave refuge to people from all over the world who were persecuted. India was the place when after the crucifixion of Christ, Christians were persecuted. One of the disciples of Christ came to Kerala and set up the Syrian church. So, who allowed them to thrive? It's a Hindu community of India. Today, the Syrian Christians in Kerala are the most prosperous community. Why? Because India has allowed us to thrive here. This is the history of India. It's been a compassionate country. Your Honorable Mr. Chidambaram raised about the constitutional validity of this. So, the crux of the Constitution, all the rights we talk about, ultimately it's all about compassion. It's about a compassionate society. How we are able to look after the marginalized people, the deprived people, the oppressed people, and that is exactly what this bill is trying to propose to do. This is what we are trying to do. So, we have people who are persecuted. Now, Honorable Mr. Nada in his speech said, from 23% of people in Pakistan, minorities, today they are reduced to 2.3%. Sir, does it not call for a country like India to intervene and say, yes, this country welcomes you. We are human beings, and as human beings who always believed in this theory that this world needs to be run by compassion, you are welcome here. Sir, I don't need to tell the history how many thousands of people are persecuted, executed for silly reasons. Sir, Pakistan is governed by the Shariat law. There are 3.9 million Christians in Pakistan. Today we do not know what the number is. I can tell you briefly the history. Sir, in 2005, Sangla Hill killings, the Catholic Church, the Orthodox Church and the Presbyterian Church, they were all razed to the ground. Sir, the Lahore bombings of 2013, in which the St. Paul's Cathedral was bombed and 100 people died. Sir, doesn't the world know about this? And sir, the Peshawar bombings, again of the Christian churches in which 70 people were killed. Doesn't the world know about this? Again, sir, it's in 2016, the Easter bombings in Lahore Cathedral, where 70 people were killed. Sir, here minorities are being butchered, are being killed. Shouldn't the voice of the oppressed people, the minorities who are butchered, shouldn't India give heed to those people, sir? Sir, we need to do that. And here is a country which is trying to undo all the injustice that is being done. Take, for example, Article 370. When we undid the injustice which has been there for 70 years, a lot of people said, no, this is anti-Islamic. I'm very sorry. I come from a state, Kerala. I come from a different culture, different language. Why shouldn't I have an Article 370, sir? Why shouldn't? Why should Tamilians not have? Why shouldn't Gujaratis have? Why should my state of Rajasthan not have an Article 370? What is so specific, so incredibly different for the people of Kashmir to give you a 370? We abolished that, sir, because that was a constitution anomaly. We abolished. But what does the opposition say? We are un-Islamic. We are anti-Muslim. Sorry, sir. No, we are setting right what was wrong in history. We are setting right. So, this country, look at the way it is looked after minorities. Look at the way it's provide protection. The Honorable Prime Minister has said very clearly in the Parliament and also in Vigyan Bhavan, he said, you believe in whatever you want to believe and I will ensure that you are allowed to live here peacefully and prosper. I will protect you. Even though that word is not exactly the right word, I'm using that word. Sir, the Prime Minister has said very clearly, the Home Minister has said, sir, this land has been a home to everybody, to the oppressed, to the depressed, and therefore, sir, this bill which we are bringing into the Parliament, giving refuge to people who are persecuted, who have a right to live, and Swapan Das Gupta said very clearly, what is the International Convention? Says very clearly, wherever religious minorities are persecuted anywhere in the world, The world has a responsibility to give them refuge, and that is what this bill does. And sir, I strongly support this.
Thank you.